we are about to sing the national anthem. So, on that note, DJ, I hope you are set for the national anthem, and I hope the national anthem. After the count of 2. 1, 2. Can we rise, please? Can we rise? Of course, for the sad news that happened not long ago. If you could remember, the football world and of course in the country in particular have mourned the death of one huge figure in Gambian football, and that is the head coach of second tier KMRFA East. Jibu he was formerly called. May his soul rest in perfect peace. So we want to rise and observe 1 minute silence. May God have mercy on the departed soul. And the stage is set, the two teams are set, the dignitaries have come in, and the fans are like above our heads, the cloud, and a very good ground.
Good ground. I believe the people of Sierra West definitely has done a fantastic job here, and the kickoff has already been taken. ASM Athletic versus Universal Sporting Boys. It has been a fantastic season this year between these two sides. Has been dominant as far as the KMRFA categories and league is concerned. And witness the 1 minute silent brother who was here with us. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Back to the final, and here in Sierra West, the final is between the Universal Sporting Boys and by ASM Athletic. It will be a very good game of football between these two sides.
Come on.
It is 10 minutes played in this final, and it is Universal Sporting Boys nil, ASM Athletic nil. And just to remind you shortly, we will give you the list of the dignitaries, and earlier it was the Mayor Honorable who was taking the kickoff. Therefore, this game is on and is kicking. And one thing for sure is that the winner here will be champions of the KM region and the standard bearer for this region in terms of qualifying for the second division. But remember, there is a playoff to come. One more hurdle for the winner of today's encounter in their quest to register themselves as a second-tier team next season. And these two teams had quite an amazing journey in the entirety of the season. And of course, in the semi-finals, both teams won. Remarkably, both teams scored 3 against the opposition. That was a statement of intent power.
Indeed, it has been a fantastic semi-final. 3-1 in favor of USB and 3-2 in favor of ASM Athletic. So 3 goals statement was clear set by the 2 finalists here. And here they are. First 10 minutes has already elapsed. And it is already goalless between the 2 sides, ASM Athletic and that of USB. Here at the Serekunda West Stadium, we will recognize the presence of the mayor of KMC, Mr. Talib Ahmed Bensouda. We have the sporting director of the Gambia Football Federation, Chan Jondong, is also in present. We have the NAM is of Pasay, Mr. Sehuba is also in present. We have a couple of dignitaries that are here present to witness this very, very important final. Like I said, the semi-final was a remarkable one. It was a 3-1 in favor of USB and 3-2 in favor of ASM Athletic against a football hero. Navas, the semi-final was a remarkable one, a very, very good game of football, and here we are witnessing the final. It's going to be another extraordinary final between these 2 sides. Here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium, USB versus ASM Athletic here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium. Who is winning on these 2 finalists?
All right, Pabaro, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the Serekunda West Mini Stadium. And just to remind you, it is the football greatest showpiece. Oh, that's a penalty! And you can see the referee, Ali, has blown the whistle and points to the spots. And this is the first biggest decision so far into this encounter. And you can see some of the players are not happy with that. They have surrounded the referee, and they are protesting that it was not the right decision, but the referee was in a very good position, and you can see the player is down there. So this is a huge decision, and there is a yellow card, and it is the first yellow card of the game, and we've seen already a big moment for the ASM Athletic, who are in all orange and also in black shorts. Well, it's a great opportunity, Pabaro.
Great one indeed, and you can see the USB players are definitely not in agreement with the referee's decision, but he is the one who has the final decision, and he pointed out to the sport, meaning the penalty for the ASM Athletic. USB Sporting Boys definitely disputing that it has never been a penalty, and the referee decided other way, and it's going to be a penalty for the ASM Athletic, and the number 7 is there standing, hands on their keyboard, facing the ball, and he's definitely here. All the eyes on him. Can he leave his side?
Yes, it is 1-0 inside the first 15 minutes here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium, and ASM Athletic have taken the lead from the penalty spot. Well, and you can see they have now put themselves in the front foot. We have a very interesting encounter here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium, and once again we would like to seize this opportunity to send a big congratulations to the newly elected Serekunda West Sports Committee under the leadership of Mr. Gomez and his entire executive members. We've seen they have already made the balloting of the qualifiers, and also elsewhere to the other zones, the likes of Serekunda East. We will also acknowledge the presence of Mr. Maurice Pacham. We've seen him, and also we are saying a happy belated birthday to you, Mr. Cham. Yesterday was the kickoff of the Sesto qualifiers. We've seen the two clusters from Bundung and Talinding, and also elsewhere in Manjai. Tomorrow they will kick off their qualifiers as well. It seems like the Navetan Hodol is already on a high gear, but still we've seen the number 10 of ASM Athletics still on the sideline receiving treatment, and there is a long clearance there for the ASM Athletic goalkeeper Lamin Saidi, making a good defensive clearance, and the USB wins the ball, but the referee says, and he blows the whistle for a foul, but it seems like the player from USB is okay to go on. Well, it is a strong start for the ASM Athletic, but never rule out the USB. They have been fantastic. Looking at their track record, it's been absolutely wonderful. They have been on top of the Group A because both of them were in that same group, but USB come out on top with 17 points, and they've won 5 of their matches, drawing 2 and also having only a 1 loss. They have also made a merciless triumph against PK in the quarterfinal. They have defeated 2 Bagote clubs to reach the final here, and now also they are really pushing well to get back into the game. Looking at the ASM also, on their routine, they finished 4th in the standing with the same opponent, and also they have managed to come out on top on the Talinding cluster because both Universal, both T-Town and also the champions, that is Football Heroes, were knocked by the USB. That shows that USB also are another team that has a fantastic season in the KMRFA 3rd division. Well, please continue here, and that's a foul deep inside the Universal, the ASM Athletic half on the right hand side. Well, the central referee Ali is communicating with his assistant, that is Hassan, on the other end. Free kick. And just to let you know, in case if you are just joining us, ASM Athletic are leading by a goal to nil against the Universal Sporting Boys. Free kick for the Universal Sporting Boys. Back to you, Pabaro.
An interesting game already, and USB are leading by a goal to nil. That was a very, very good delivery there, but definitely we will trouble the goalkeeper as the ball roll out to the goal kick. USB 1, USB nil. For the penalty was combated by the number 7, and he gave his side by a goal to nil. That is Babagandu, the number 7 of ASM Athletic, gave his side the leader from the sport after the referee spotted out a foul inside the penalty area, and he awarded a penalty to ASM Athletic, and they are leading USB by a goal to nil. Remember, the semi-final, the ASM Athletic, they defeated the Football Hero by 3 goals to 2 at the Bushman Park, whilst USB also defeated PK West by 3 goals to 1 at the same round. And here we are, the final of this KMRFA. It has been an interesting, very, very, very good and competitive league here at the KMRFA, and unfortunately the goalkeeper was
we have played 20 minutes inside this first half. And it is Universal Sporting Boys 0, ASM Athletic 1 from the penalty spot. Babu Kando decked out all in orange meat. Black Sox attacking from right to left. Both their noses in front early on in the first half. And it comes down to this game. This is what matters massively. We are told that they've been in the same group and the boys won the group, and of course the elders somehow finished fourth, and of course they have all rights to be here. And just when I made my way into this mini stadium, from the look of things, with the sets of players that I have seen from both teams, I said to myself, this is going to be a final of youth versus experience. You look at the ASM athletic team, on the bench you see some former first division players. You know, the likes of Mansali, who has played for Real de Banjul all those years, and of course a lot of experienced players in there. The captain himself, the goalkeeper, they've played before, and of course they are here today against this never-dying attitude of a team who are attacking from the left-hand side. They are a goal down, and a cross comes inside the penalty area. It eluded everybody. And from the background, the applause. But all in all, after 22 minutes of normal time, midway point, it's already a very good final.
Yeah, indeed, it's already been a fantastic start, but the ASM Athletic are leading by a goal to nil, and that's a long clearance there from the goalkeeper, and it's a good first time flick inside the center circle, and that was an offside from the USB striker. Well, ASM are now trying to build up from the back. You can see they are trying to strengthen the opponent. And USB, that's a good cross. And that was a hard ball from the number 9 of the USB. Sorry, that is the number 20. Well, and that's a long ball there down the far left-hand side. ASM, sorry, USB are now trying to get themselves back into the game. They are building the attack on the right-hand side, and you can see their right fullback, that is the number 18, who was trying to find his teammate, that is Suleiman Singate, the captain of the USB, and USB is still fighting John Chaju there. And a strong defensive clearance there from the ASM Athletic captain. Now USB trying to build up from the back patiently, despite being by a goal down. Seems like they are trying to use a long ball to reach into their forward players, but at the moment that is not working for them, and I think they need to try to at least adjust on that. If they are to feed their forwards, they need to look at the better option. ASM are leading by 1 goal to nil, in case if you are just joining us. And the central referee of this evening's encounter, this is Ali, is taking the center stage, and he has already awarded a penalty. Now USB looking to get the equalizer, and that is a good cross deep inside the far left hand side. Another pullback cross, and that's it! Oh! Clear up the lane! Wow! That was brilliant! Fantastic piece of defending from the USB captain.
Yeah, good header. And of course, the goalkeeper was absolutely loitering. He had no idea about what was coming in. But kudos to the defense for being the right man in the right place at the right time. If, elsewhere, we would have gone to VAR to check had that crossed the line.
Yes, corner for the USB, and now they are trying to get themselves back into the game. USB, and for the ASM Athletic on the breakthrough. Oh! Well, and he was the last defender, and he decided to put a very, very bad decision there, and now they have been reduced by 10 men, and they are down to 1-0 here. Very interesting.
Yeah, interesting, and that was, he got to have nerves to do what he did. The player couldn't be offside because he had the length of the field to run. He was in his own half, so therefore it can't be offside. But again, sometimes you have to take these decisions, and he went for a 50-50 gamble. It would have been a yellow or a red, so somehow the referee thought that was a goal scoring opportunity.
And he was the last man.
And he was the last man standing. So, spot on. And I know we will keep on arguing now.
Well, this decision has raised so many arguments outside.
That's football for you.
And you can
and that's
see.
why this is the final. And that is exactly where we want it. So, it's now a tall order for Universal, sporting boys. A goal down and a man down. How they cope with this now? It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mountain to climb for them, and they have been down by a goal to nil inside the first 15 minutes, and now they have been reduced to 10 men, and that's a good delivery, but the goalkeeper comes off his line to push it away, but the assistant linesman on the far right hand side with the flag for an offside. Power.
Indeed, an interesting one, a very, very interesting decision there by the central referee. But like we said, the referee definitely has the final decision to make, and he decided to go into the way. We definitely acknowledge the presence of the dignitaries here at the Senegal West Mini Stadium. We start with the mayor, Tani Ahmed Bensouda, the mayor of KMRFA. The mayor of KMRFA. That was a close one, and a very good one. It was absolutely well defended there. The number 6 was there. He has defended very well and tried to the ball and roll out for the corner. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the mayor of KM, that is Tal Ahmed Bensouda. We have MP Seuba, is present. We have Mr. Keba Langfovana, is a nominated member of the National Assembly. We have the councillor of Kemo Bojang, is also in present. We have Yusuf Samba, the former president of KMRFA. We have Mr. Bakar Kejame, the Ghana Football Federation, who's a vice president, is also in present. We have the general secretary of the Gambia Football Federation, Mr. Lamin Jazi, is also in present. We have Ibu Fai, the second vice president of the Gambia Football Federation, is also here present. We have Bakari Bojang, WCRFA president. We have Masane Sise, is also in present. We have Mr. Salim Kamaso. Mr. Kamaso is also in present. We have Uganda Football Federation. Basule is also in present, and we have Babuda Kamara, the Director of Communication at the Ghana Football Federation. Mr. Kamara is also in present. We welcome you all to the Senegal Western Mini Stadium. It is the panel of KMRFA between ASM Athletic and that of Universal Sporting Boys here at the Senegal Western Mini Stadium. And currently, ASM Athletic are leading by a goal to nil. Nabasa, the penalty was the difference between the two sides, and the number 7 made no mistake from the sport, and he has converted that one calmly and gave his side the lead. ASM Athletic are enjoying a goal to nil, and they are leading here at the Serakunda West Mini Stadium, and currently USB are also a man down. They have a red card. That was a direct red card from the referee. He made that decision clearly that was a close wonderful and the number 6 was right in there and make sure that he defended very well and clear his line for the corner and corner to USB here at the Serakunda West Mini Stadium.
Yes, corner for USB, and can they get back themselves into the game after being down to 10 men and a goal to nil? That's a good delivery, but went straight into the safe hands of the ASM Athletic goalkeeper rather. Well, ASM are now having the upper hand in terms of numerical advantage and also on the scoreline. Wow, that is a fantastic challenge there from the USB captain.
Yeah, that was a flying tackle, and his intentions were very clear. That's the captain. That was to win the ball anywhere and anyhow would do, and he succeeded. So good. But again, you have to look at it. Since they went a man down, they've just gone about their own business, and look at how they are playing. You know, we said it earlier that if they are going to win this now, it's going to be through hell, through fire. You know, a goal down and a man down. Midway point of the first half, having to play almost 3/4 of this game down to 10. That's a tall order for any football team. But that was a good chance. But again, that was a late flag at the right hand side. So that is what I was saying. Since they went a man down, they've just gone about their business.
Yeah, definitely, because you can see they are playing and also they are not sitting deep. They are going all out, trying to, you know, force themselves to get back into the game, and I think this is very important. But they need to be very careful because ASM Athletic also have very good players that can find them on the breakthrough, and it is, you know, already the first half and time is still too young for them. So you cannot just risk and take yourself all out, though you can get yourself back into the game, but you need to remember and also know that the type of opponent you are playing has a very good forwards. And looking at the midfield, that midfielder Steven is very good in terms of making forward passes. But also for ASM Athletic as well, you can see they have a target man there, that is the number 20, who is very good, and that is Omar Dabo. And Omar, I believe they need to connect to him because they have produced a double striker, that is Omar Dur and that is Modu Doi. They are very good. Their partnership has been really amazing this season. So for ASM Athletic, now they are trying to get the second goal, and USB, you can see they are always trying to use a long ball, but for ASM now they've realized that they need to try to at least make the defensive a little bit high so that they will at least minimize some of the opportunities and limit their chances.
Well, limit their chances, but on the other hand, it looks like they are using the right hand side where they are enjoying a lot of freedom. Anytime they sword forward, they try to reach the penalty area of the opposition. So if to me they're going to have any freedom elsewhere, it will be at the right hand side, looking at the way they are playing. But again, like you said, it's not over yet, and history will tell you in recent finals, most of the time the team that ends up scoring the first goal ends up losing. I'm sure, of course, this team decked out all in orange with black socks will not want to hear that. Recently, we've seen in the AFCON, Nigeria took the lead and Cote d'Ivoire ended up celebrating. Just recently in West Coast, you know, Kunkujan Friends took the lead and Sibano ended up celebrating. And time without numbers, we have seen this in finals. You take the lead, and of course the team that concedes the first goal comes back somehow remarkably to win. Can we see that here? It's $1 million question, because the team that is a goal down is also a man down. So it's a tall order.
Yeah, definitely. And also you can see, wow, that was brilliant from the striker, and that's has been absolutely amazing skills from the right-hand side. He has maneuvered to beat past two players and get inside the penalty area. And I think this is one of the best moves so far from individual brilliance to the universal. I mean, USB now. Now they are trying to control from midfield. And now looking forward, another good pass there down the right-hand channel, just as you mentioned.
Yeah, to me, yeah, number 20, Omandu. No wonder when he missed the chance, he had no other option but to bury his face in his hands. Probably he knew that a man down, that was a glorious opportunity to put themselves back on level terms. But again, in games like this, you wonder, will these type of chances come back again? And if they have to go and lose this final, you feel all night, all week, all month, all year long, you will be thinking that chance, had I buried it, it would have been a different story altogether. But this game on.
Yeah, they need to be clinical and also try to capitalize on their chances, because they have been created some couple of chances. Another good pass there. Now USB is still threatening the ASM Athletic, and down the left-hand channel. It's throwing deeply inside the ASM Athletic half. And in case, just to let you know that if you are just joining us here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium, ASM Athletic are leading USB by a goal to nil, and it was a penalty inside the 15 minutes. Another breakthrough from the ASM Athletic, but this time around, USB survived there and conceded a throw-in down the left channel. Well, looking at USB this season, statistically, they have scored 19 goals so far this season and conceded just 7 in the league. That tells you that they are capable of scoring, and their goal scoring ratio tells people that, yes, they are really a very strong attacking team.
Yeah, statistics will tell you that they won the group where, in fact, this ASM Athletic team was, and all they could do was to finish fourth, and they're here in this final. So all that is statistic, all that is history, all that is done. What they have done in the group stages to get themselves here today in this showpiece is just magnificent. But in the end, after everything, after all what has been done, this is what matters most. This is what matters massively, because it all depends on this. A lot more depends on this. One thing for sure is that there will be hands on silverware. One thing for sure is that the winner here will be the standard bearer of this region in terms of qualifying to the second division in the playoffs. So there is a lot at stake in this game.
Yes, free kick for the USB, and that was a good defensive header there from John. And now ASM attacking there to the right-hand channel, that is Vicente Gomez. Vicente making a crossfield pass to find his teammate who was trying to make a deep cross inside the box, but that was a good defensive header. Lamin Sedi making a forward pass to find Vicente, the number 10 for ASM Athletic. Lamin Sedi plays it back infield, and Steven was trying to control, but the touch was too long there. That allows the ASM Athletic man to, the USB man to clear it. Now ASM, wow, wins another corner, and they are commanding the first half by leading a goal to nil. Corner for them. Can they score another goal to double their lead before halftime?
Yeah, if I could remember, this is the first corner for them. That is if I could remember. But of course, again, they leading by a goal to nil, a man up, and with a corner almost with halftime almost looming in the horizon. You feel one good ball swung inside the penalty area, right-hand side.
Well, corner, good delivery inside the box, and Vicente was there, and he was trying to pull a trigger, but
he could have done better.
It went wide for a goal kick.
Yeah, he could have done better. You look at it, he was alone with acres of space. But again, he decided to do the audacious, and somehow it was too much for him.
Now, USB playing from the back, attacking from the far left-hand side. And you can hear the voice of the coach there down the touchline, who is calling his player to close the gap. And that is a foul there, deep inside the ASM athletic half for the USB boys. It is a very dangerous area.
Yeah, of course, a technician could come up with something sensational. It was right on the byline. At the minute, I thought the referee was pointing to the spot, looking at the reaction and how he was going to see to it that the ball was placed at the right hand, at the proper place. So this, if they are going to get themselves back on level terms before the interval, they have to profit from this. Again, like I said, you do not have to be selfish. You have no right whatsoever to try something audacious. Just find a teammate, place it on a tape, on a silver plate for somebody to hit right-footed or left-footed for a scream at this.
Yes, and USB have committed plenty of wide shot inside the box, but none of them, only one player is getting close to the goalkeeper, and I think they need to send at least 2 to 3 players trying to load that area so that, well, the ball is being taken, and that's a good header, but it went wide for a goal kick.
Yeah, good header, but again, the goalkeeper was the most relieved man inside the pitch because, of course, he had no save to make. Good header, but off target.
Yes, and just to let you know, it is the KMRFA 2025 league final here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium. And wow, that is a brilliant turn from the ASM man. They are trying to make something to happen from that midfield. And John, the ASM man, clears that danger, and it's a throw-in for USB. There's keeper taking the throw infield, and they win a free kick thanks to Yankuba Sane, the number 2, and he's the one that will driver. And now you can see well, Vicente Gomez, the ASM athletic man, is making wave, and you can see he's creating a 1v1 isolation there, but USB are committing all themselves out. Oh, that was a brilliant dribble there.
Brilliant delivery, and I don't know what the goalkeeper was thinking. In moments like this, when you come, you've got to be the man in charge. You have to calculate right, and when you run that distance, when you come trying to point the ball, there is something that must be a must. You must touch the ball. Otherwise, you will be blamed for a goal-giving error. And in a game of such magnitude, you do not expect that to happen. And like I said, for the second time in a minute, he is the most relieved man inside the pitch.
Yes,
that could have gone anywhere.
Yes, he was beaten, but fortunately, the direction of the ball went wide. And another corner for the USB, and USB are now throwing it all out. Well, you can see the 2 minutes additional time from the 4th match official. Well, just to let you know that at halftime there will be a presentation, and that corner was well defended. Now, Steven, ASM are now trying to make a breakthrough. Well, this time around, USB, that is Mane there, he does well, and he wins a free kick for USB. Well, ASM are trying to get themselves back into the game before halftime. And that is USB rather. Well, for ASM, they need to hold on. And the defender was down, but the referee says plays continue. Oh, that's a good dribbling. And fine save by the goalkeeper. Another good block there. Wow! What an interesting ending into this first half of the KMRFA final. Well, you can see USB are trying to level matters before halftime, but for ASM, oh, that is another strong hit there, which went wide. Now goal kick for ASM, and you can see their goalkeeper is asking them to, and that is the last kick of the game. ASM Athletic are leading USB by a goal to nil here at the Serakunda West Mini Stadium. And just to let you know, the presentation will be taking place shortly here. Barbaro, back to you.
Many thanks, Navas. That is the halftime whistle here at the Serakunda West Mini Stadium. The technical director of the Gambia Football Federation, we have Joe Basule, will also be presented. The date Maria Madanso will also be presented. But Sego and Party, KMRFA will also be
how the game panned out. And here today, 10-man Universal Sporting Boys who led the group in the league format are a goal down and a man down. And it was a 13th-minute penalty from Babukar Ndur. And he is the one on that ball, hands on hips, with his dreadlocks above his head. And all the dignitaries who have been introduced earlier on in the first half, we're saying welcome to the second 45. It's now or never. One thing's for sure is that there will be hands on silverware, either for Sporting Boys or ASM Athletics, who are leading this by a goal to nil, and now they know the assignment is very, very clear, but of course it looks difficult. Don't concede for the next 45 minutes or so, plus whatever is going to be added on, and they will be dancing all night from later in the day to tomorrow and beyond. And just to start the attack.
Well, welcome back to the second half, and it is a throw-in for the ASM Athletic, who have started in the front foot, and they win the first corner of the game. And just to let you know that so far so good, both teams have maintained their starting lineup, but just to let you know that if in you are just joining us, the USB were reduced by 10 man down in the first half, and they are down by a goal to nil. This is the first corner of the game. 3 players from the ASM Athletic are warming up, and also there is gonna be the first substitute of the match, and it is gonna be Ali One from the USB voice. And it seems like well, the player has used the shortest part of the pitch, and the corner will be taken by Steven. It is the first corner for ASM Athletic, but it was well defended. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to acknowledge our special dignitaries. The GFF Vice President Bakari Kejame is here with us, and also the GFF Secretary General Lamin Jas. Oh, there is a man down, but the referee says no, and you can see the reaction of the player. And some of the players of the USB are still complaining, but Ali says no, that's a fair challenge. And to proceed with the acknowledgement, the GFF Second Vice President Ibufai is here with us, and also Lord Mayor Tai Ahmed Bensouda also is the man that took the kickoff of this encounter, and also Real de Banjul Pa Yismasama, Abdel Musa Sisse, and the GNOC President by Judu Jallo, National Assembly Member Suleiman Jammeh, and also Your Excellency Salim Kamaso. We also have a veteran journalist, that is Tijan Masane, and we also have technical director Samdom, who are all present here, and other top VIP in our dignitaries. We will also acknowledge the presence of the Red Cross, who have been really significant in the beautiful game, and also looking at other media outlets as well, the photographers and also others. Oh, that is another through ball, but the linesman raised the flag for an offside. This is the first offside of the second half from the USB boys. They are down by a goal to nil, and also they have been reduced to 10 men. The big question is, can they get themselves back into the game? But for the opposition, that is ASM Athletic, well, they are really trying to control the narratives of the remaining of the second period. If they are to maintain it like that, it will be really unfavorable for them, but also they need to get the second goal. Back to you.
Yeah, there are two options right now. They are leading by a goal to nil. If they cannot get the second goal, the task is don't concede. We know if you don't concede, no matter how long you play, you do not lose the game. So that is what they have right now. And that was it the substitute who looked like he was?
Now ASM on the breakthrough to their number 9, trying to link up. The two players are trying to connect, but they couldn't. And free kick for the ASM Athletic. Lamin Sedi down on the ground. The central referee, that is Ali, calls the Red Cross. Well, you can hear the noise and the ovation outside as two experienced players from the ASM Athletic substitute bench are ready to come on, and they will shortly be introduced to anticipate for the rest of the second half of the KMRFA Final 2025.
Yeah.
They are injecting fresh leg from
Yeah,
ASM.
leading by a goal to nil, and now the experience that we've been talking about before halftime is now on. And Mansali, the right back, will be coming in. Remember, he played for Real in all those years, and now he is here trying to resurrect his career. And of course, number 17, Jallo Abdullahi as well, will also add some firepower and experience. Look, this is a team that is full of experience, full of the elderly, grand old men, if you like, playing against you. Oh, they are leading by a goal to nil, and now they are adding more age, more wisdom.
Well, it seems like things is really not going well for Lamin Sedi, as he is leaving the field on a stretcher, which is not a good sign. Despite his team are leading by a goal to nil, but you can see his hands are on his face. Seems like he's really having a very serious pain there on the stretcher, leaving the field, but his team are comfortably leading so far by a goal to nil with numerical advantage.
Yeah, right now, that is not the way you would want to live, in this final when you come in to be stretched off. Nobody wants to see that. The players, neither the fans, nor the neutrals.
Wow. That is a brilliant switch, crossfield pass there from the USB number 9. He's been busy coming down, collecting the ball and supplying it wide. And for...
That's the substitute now.
Yeah.
And he buries his face in his hand. So, speedy recovery, boy.
Well, USB are now taking control. And you can see the news entrance is trying to send a long one, but it is an offside. Well, definitely, if you look at the condition of the pitch, it is absolutely in a very, very comfortable condition. And I think this is really allowing the players to really showcase their skills and also perform to their best version. Look at the ground, it's very smooth, and I think the ground coordinator for the Serekunda West and also the newly elected and also the entire Serekunda West stakeholders really need to be credited for that, because we have been seeing plenty of different difficult grounds to play, but looking at the condition of the pitch, definitely it is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. As I made my way in, the first thing I said was, wow, what a place this has turned to be. Look, the last time I was here was on the 18th of February, the primary school sports day. And that day, this place was as dusty as what I cannot describe. And 3 or 4 months on, or 5 months later, it's as green as Greenland. So the source of every motion is greater than the motion itself. And kudos to all those who have contributed to make sure that we have this final here today. Fantastic job it has been. Brilliant.
Well, credit also to their partners, that is official. You can see they are the #1 operator and also the leading GSM in the country. Throw in for USB. Well, still going, and that is a forward ball there from their #8, that is Amrin Koka, and Koka has been playing for the Manjai Naweta, the young lad. Oh! Well, Vicente goes to the ground, and you can see some of the USB players saying that he went to the ground so easy.
Yeah, I think he was looking for it, and he got it. No sooner he knew that there was no way, that he's never going to get the ball. And the best he could do was to go for a gamble, and the gamble worked for him. So that's a good place to win a set piece. And you feel a right foot can outswing this for somebody to head at the far post, or a left footer can in-swing it to try something spectacular. But again, in the manner in which he won the set piece, that's top.
Well, you can see Abdullah Jallo, the new entrance, is standing on the ball, number 17, who knows the ground very well. He has been an amazing player. He was one of the best players to the Serekunda West Nawetan last season. And he coils the ball deep inside, and the referee also blows the whistle for a foul. And ASM are leading USB by a goal to nil into the second half. 11 minutes played. Well, you can also hear the shouting of the ASM athletic manager, but on the other end, we've seen 4 players from USB also warming up. It seems like USB now are really trying to make some improvement to bring in new fresh leg to upgrade their second half performance.
Yeah, they've done well for the best part of 11 minutes or so. How many times did they force this team take out all in orange inside their own half? But there's a counter going on.
Oh, that was...
This will pass the face of the ball.
Yeah, and it is a very good combination from Jallo to feed the main man, that is Barry there. And Barry was trying to find the goalpost, but it went wide. And ASM on the attack once again. Now Vicente, the number 10 on the right hand channel, deep inside the half, making a low pullback cross. Oh, that is another good opportunity.
He would have been a super sub.
Yes, could have been 2-0 by now.
And could have been welcome to the party, Abdullah Jallo.
Yeah, Vicente is really doing amazing job down the right-hand channel, and I think he's their main man so far. You can see anytime he got the ball there, he's just trying to move forward, winning free kick, or also trying to create something. And I think this is what we expected from a player like Vicente. And they really need something like this. But for the opponent also, I think they need to try to find something to limit the damage. You can see Vicente once more making a fourth ball inside the 18-yard area, and it was well defended. Now Jallo playing a forward pass, but the USB man wins it and wins a goal kick. So far, 13 minutes played into the second half, and USB are down to 10 men and also by a goal to nil. Goal kick, and it's a long clearance there and a good first touch. Wow, you can see the striker, that is the number 9, Modu Doi, and Doi has been really busy into the second half.
Yeah, and Abdullah,
yeah.
you know, and Usman Balde, the left back, you know, had to raise some apologetic arms because he could have cleared it, but some moments of lack of concentration and the ball was stolen away from him, but somehow, you know, it never troubled them altogether. But again, away from the game, you look at the fans, they've come in every corner. At least people are standing, watching. You look at the main stands, you know, at the covered pavilion, it's full to its capacity. Both left and right, sandwiching the of course, main pavilion. People have come in despite the fact that it's rainy season and it's Saturday and the clouds above our heads, the rains are threatening, but they do not care. They want to be part of this, to come and watch this great final. So fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. That shows how much, you know, the Gambian people love the game, and especially when it's come to our league, the local league, you know, it is definitely amazing. And you can see plenty of spectators from different angles across the country are here today just to grace this high entertaining final. And that is a good cross. Wow, brilliant piece of skill there from the goalkeeper, who used his arm well to push it away. And now USB, brilliant 1-2 there. And they are forcing ASM Athletic so deep inside their own half. Well, another clearance. Now USB wins it back, and you can see they are trying to use their new entrance down the channel, that is Abdullah Jallo. And I think this is one of the main reasons why he's been brought on, just to use his pace and also trying to deliver a cross. It seems like tactically the coach knows exactly what he can do. He got everything to play down that channel. He has the pace and also the physical ability going up and down.
Yeah, he has, and so far so good. He has been brilliant since he came in. But again, what a piece of skill from the right-hand side there, and the goalkeeper only added drama to it by parrying it away, and somehow that was how close this team decked out in white and grey were. They are goal down. But again, if you've just made your way inside this mini stadium, you know, if you're not told, you will not believe that they are a man down and a goal down. For the fourth time in this final, they've kept, of course, ASM Athletics at bay and pushed them, all the outfield players inside the ASM Athletic house. So that's been brilliant and that's been great. They've been pressing and pushing despite being a man down. So that's heroic.
Yeah, definitely. And once again, we would like to acknowledge the Numukuna Kanyi, former president, and also also Usman Keita of Central River Football, that is KMRFA president, and Antti also is here with us. The GFF Football Association Exco also are here with us, and some of the national team players, Mr. Ali Sow also is here with us, and Ali Sow, whose team just won the Banjul 3rd Division against Police by 4-1.
You know, they did not only win the game. I was there on that fateful day. Yeah. They ran riot. It was 2-0 inside 10 or 15 minutes and 3-0 before halftime. You know, when Police got themselves back to resume their interest, you have thought, okay, you know, we are about to see a facility.
Look at the way BB is looking at me. I think BB is really not happy with that, but I think, yes, that was a final to forget for Police. Yeah, definitely congratulations to Police for reaching the final, but once more, Aliso was the better team, and we are wishing Team Aliso also all the best of luck to the playoff, and also Steve Traore, also the the BST man Galaxy CEO also is here with us. It seems like we have, yes, very good spectators, national team players, also the main GFF bodies also presented, the top journalists, and also the new ones, the veterans, and different stakeholders from different zones. That shows that, you know, it is definitely a really amazing football gathering finale here at the KMRFA region at the Serakunda West Mini Stadium. Well, there will be another substitute. This is gonna be the second one for the USB voice. And number 3, Bamkar Jara, is already set to come on. And let's see what he can do. Free kick for the USB down the far left-hand side of the pitch. And Jalo is the man gonna take the free kick, but also Swaibu Baji is raising the substitute, Swaibu Jamerada. Well, you can see the ovation there from the number 8, that is Arid Koka, to allow Bamkar Jara to step in for him, and Koka will enjoy the rest of the match on the substitute bench. Free kick for the ASM Athletic. Can they double their lead? Well, Jalo, and Jalo still, and Jalo goes for goal! That went straight into the safe hands of the USB goalkeeper.
Yes, this is the reason why in football we have substitutes, because at times they're here to make the changes and to make all the mistakes in the first segment. And indeed, this introduction of this great man has really created an impact in the second segment of play. Of course, he's doing well. He has been a bone in the throat for the right back for the ASM Athletic, because he's put a lot of pressure on that side. And definitely, if they continue to use that route, they'll definitely get the equalizer.
All right, thank you very much from that wonderful analysis. Now you can see ASM Athletic now trying to take control of the game. Well, Jalo making a good forward pass, and another goal scoring opportunity. Vicente Gomez. Oh! He went wide.
Yeah, that was not to me. It was his weaker foot. You know, right then, at least he would have said, okay, I wish this way I my left foot. But again, in moments like that, the angle was so narrow and acute, he did not need power. He would have gone for placement at the far corner, and he would have got something profitable out of it. And again, this was a massive chance to have a cushion and put this game beyond reasonable doubt. If if at the other end, if of course, Sporting Boys would have gone at the other way to get themselves back on level terms, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, use it as a platform, Vicente will be looking at this chance and say, I could have won it and I could have finished it. But again, you can forgive him because it was his weaker foot. And that was so close again now with his, where he's standing.
Another penalty there. As you can see, Vicente. Well, it's been another penalty for the ASM Athletic thanks to Vicente. Well, you can see the threat from Vicente after missing out that wonderful opportunity. He has stepped up with another brilliant piece of skills, just cut inside, making a strong strike, which was low on the left-hand side of the goalkeeper. That forced the goalkeeper to strike and was unable to grab the ball. First time, he pushed it away, and before making a quick reaction, the striker was there on time just to allow the goalkeeper to make a contact, which is a penalty, and it is another goal scoring opportunity for the ASM Athletic to double their lead. And looking to the other end, USB, 10-man USB, are now in a very, very difficult situation if they are to concede, PB.
Well, Navas, thank you very much. This is a clear pen. All day pen, all day pen. I mean, it is not their day. It is not their day. It is the referee's day, and he is getting all this thing right. The goalkeeper delayed, could not reach the ball on time. The striker was there, have a lift of the ball, and he got his foot down. It's a clear pen all day, whether they agree or not. But central referee is definitely on his feet. We have to be bold enough to say it's a pen. And now, ASM has now all reasonable doubt to prove their case beyond reasonable doubt. Can they do that or not? It is now left to them. But these boys in orange have come very far.
Thank you very much, Director of Communication, DD from the Incesto. And the penalty has been one taken to the ASM Athletic. And now, you can see the celebration from the stand. And the new entrance, that is Jalo, doubles the ASM Athletic lead. And after 25 minutes, ASM Athletic 2, 25 minutes into the second half, ASM Athletic 2 and the USB 10 boys USB nil. Well, so far so good. Ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a quick reminder that the KMRFA Female League champions will be decorated after the match, and the winners of the Female League is FC Raki, and FC Raki, congratulations for the victory. And now you can see the frustration from the USB players. And another substitute. This time Steven is gonna make way to Abdullah Mbalo, another fantastic player, brilliant coming off the bench. And Mbalo, who played for the United Stars Football Club, the Sesto Amateur, is ready to come on and also anticipate to the final remaining minutes, where you can see the ovation from Steven, the number 14, that is Bakari Jadama. And another player is making way. It is a double substitute for the ASM Athletic.
Yeah, number 7, the one who got them that early lead from the penalty spot, Mo, is making his way. And it's a day of number 7 and number 17, Moore and Jallo, for this team decked out all in orange with black socks. As Bibi said, this team has come very, very far. And in the league's format, of course, they finished 4th. But that is not important. This is what matters. Where it matters, they are leading by 2 goals to nil. With the experience they have in the field and with the numbers they have in terms of advantage, ought to be sufficient. But in this game, nothing is certain. You can never say never until the very end. You feel the next goal could decide this altogether. If you feel the team decked out in white and grey should score it, is game on.
Well, another opportunity. Well, the USB boys are pressing absolutely amazing and they win that. But it was clear there. Throw in for 10 boys USB. And now you can see their skipper. He's sending a long ball there, but that was too deep to allow the goalkeeper to come off his line and make the ball his.
Yeah, made the ball his, but at the minute he had his supporters with their hearts inside their mouth. Because when you go in for balls like that, you just have to be perfect on it. And he was almost caught out there. And you feel, like I said, the next goal in this game is very important. But again, it's still game on until the very final whistle of this. We said in many finals in recent years, the team that first scores ends up losing. But it looks like that's not going to happen here. Just like what happened in Banjul. Alisson scored first and Alisson ran riot. And today we have seen ASM Athletic scored first and now they have a cushion. The team now is, can they use it as a platform to go on and score as many goals as they want? That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah, well, you can see the rain is coming and it is a blessing. And this is what we enjoy most because the Navetan moon is already being activated across the country. And you can see
otherwise, this can be embarrassing. But it's 2-0 and they are still into this. There is no way to panic, no time to panic. The next goal decides this to me. The 10 men, they can still go on and use it to go and turn this game on its head in the most astonishing of circumstances. So it's by no means over. It's about the mentality now. Any team that is a mentality monster can use this as a platform to go on and win it. So it's by no means over this.
Well, ASM Athletic, the Tallinding Giants, are now taking control, and also USB, the London Corner Giants, located now in New Joshua, are really in limbo and they are not enjoying this evening. It is really not the evening for them. But also, let's not forget, they have really done amazing and they have had a fantastic season. They have scored the highest number of points with the highest number of goals in the league, and also looking at the playoff from the quarterfinal and also to the final, they have been excellent. So this is just not the day for them, just like my colleague BB mentioned. And for their counterpart, that is USB, despite finishing fourth, but they have proven to be the team that will, go away with the main prize. And looking at their routine also, they are the team that knock out the champions, that is football heroes. And in a sense, they said, if you want to be champions at some point, you have to beat the champions. And sorry, they are really proving that. Yes, definitely, this ASM Athletic are really the team, that have caught the eye of many with the level of competition, maturity, and also when it comes to playing beautiful football and winning important games, you can really call them. This is absolutely amazing. And back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Navas, I just don't know how it turns around, but they have been very, very good. Just like their data is finished, they were connected at a very good, GSM operator. I don't know why do they change. And today the final is not working for them. That is why they are not enjoying any of these apps on their phones. But for ASM, they have been working very hard. They are in orange and black respectively. And you can see how they started this game. They started with pride and dignity. And they stamped their authority. And now they are 2-0 up. But so far so good, this team that have been on top form, team that have been banging goals, is not scoring today. What happened? The GSM operator failed them. I don't know where they're connected. And that is why they are not TikToking anymore.
Well, this reminds me of the Champions League of new format. Ladies, remember, Liverpool, were unbeaten. They were invincible. They beat everybody and scored for fun. Guess what? The team that finished lowest among all the teams that qualified, that was PSG, ended up being the champions of the land. So this is how football is. Sometimes it can be cruel. But to me again, like I said, it's just too early to write them off. It's just too early to write them off. Anything is possible. The next goal decides this.
Well, USB are now trying to get the goal in the last 15 minutes of the game. And for ASM, they are really trying to defend the 2-goal advantage which they have. And you can see their goalkeeper has collected the ball comfortably. Well, once again, we would like to acknowledge our wonderful dignitaries. Well, we've seen the likes of the GFF Vice President, that is Bakari Kejame. Once again, welcome, and also we are really grateful to have you guys here. And also the GFF Secretary General, that is Mr. Lamin Jasi. And, well, Vicente, can they make it 3? And still going. Oh, that went high and wide. Just inches away from the crossbar. Yeah. Well, and we will continue with the acknowledgement. Well, the Lord Mayor also, Talib Ahmed Ben Souda, here it was, and also that is the Afrisel, that is Musa Sise, and also the GNOC President, that is by Dudu Jalo, also is here with us. National Assembly Member Suleiman Jame, and also Honorable Excellency Sadib Kamaso is here with us, and also veteran journalist, that is Tijan Masane, and not to forget that is Mariama Danso, and also the Senko Fati, the KMRFA Assistant Secretary General, and Mustafa Jalo of KMRFA. Well, just to let you know that the KMRFA registration for the D-Lantin coaches is on, and it is very important for the young aspiring football technician to rush and try to register, because that will really help you to enhance your skills and also your knowledge in terms of coaching on the beautiful game. So you can rush now and try to register. Well, just to give you another quick reminder that the coronation of the KMRFA female winners, league winners, will also take place. And the team that is the best team are FC Raki. They are the best female team of the region this season. Now we are edging closer into this crunch encounter. The goalkeeper is delayed, and he whips it forward. Good header there. Now ASM, another strong clearance there from John.
Well, the USB coach has turned to be a ball boy, and definitely he needs time, and time is not on his side. Time is ticking fast as he is. But for now, everybody who is supporting the USB has to be a ball boy. Make it so wherever the ball is, you get it to these boys to get it going. But time is sort of, there are limits, and as it is AM that is on the verge of celebrating being champions of KM 2025. But these orange boys in orange and black have put in a respectable performance, but USB has also stood their ground to make sure they are not humiliated, even a man down. But so far so good. It has been a very big final here at the Serekunda West Mini Stadium, and the ground is absolutely on its best, and you can see the free flow of the ball. Now, so far so good. Afrisal also have decorated this place, and very well decorated, and that is why they are the leading GSM operator in this country, undoubtedly. But can USB climb this mountain and turn things around? My colleague is thinking about it, Jara, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think it is coming. I don't think it will happen. But look, this coach is looking left and right thinking it could happen. However it is, It is time still playing. The ball is rolling, and it is the KM Final 2025 on a very chilly weather on Saturday, 12th July 2025.
Yes, of course, this is better to late than never. Of course, the side of the University boys, they still have the time to turn the team around. Of course, football is only the 90 minutes. How's the guy to decide who is the victor for today's match? I believe in them, and I definitely know that they can bounce back and win the change that we are saying. But the question here is the side of the ASM. Their defensive line is very, very strong, like the wall of Jericho, very, very intense, like the military barracks of the USA. I wonder if they'll be able to break it, because I'm not seeing any changes in their formation. They're still playing the same formation. I think the technical side, they need to come together, go to the drawing board and change system and see how they can use attacking system to break that wall for them to get their 2 goals, and they have a level playing ground where it will challenge. Probably if they go to an extra time, definitely destiny will change for them and they'll be in favor of this match.
Well, thank you very much, and ladies and gentlemen, for your latest information. We need to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Bakari Baji, is here with us. He's just arriving, and we will witness the coronation of the KMRFA 3rd Division 2025 finale. Throw in for the USB. And they are playing it deep inside their own half, and I think they need to advance well on the opposition territory. But for the ASM Athletic, they are really forcing USB to play deep inside their own half, and I think this is a very good form of defending. They are pushing the opponent back, forcing them to play in their own half, which is really safe for them on their commanding 2-0 lead.
Yeah, we said it earlier, it's youth versus experience, and with the game growing older, it's favoring the goal, and yeah, 2 goals from the penalty spot, one in either side of halftime has done the damage already, and by my word, the time is running out, you feel, for these sporting boys. But again, they fought very hard, they did very well, down to 10 early on in this first half, in the second half, for the greater part of it, they pushed this team, take that all in yellow in their own half, they kept them at bay, they forced the goalkeeper to make some good saves, and again, when they had the opportunities early on, when it was 1-0 at the time in the first half, number 20, the striker with his brownies and in dreadlocks could have done better, and that is Umandu, with that glorious chance he had, almost inside the penalty area, and the shot was so tame, he never troubled the goalkeeper at the other end. That is our only chance. So, to me, that chance at the end of the day, proved to be very, very costly, because it could have been 1-1 in a minute, and now it's 2. It's 2-0, closer to 90 minutes. So that's why football is a game of moments. When you have your chance, just take them, just bury them. And I said this: if they were to go home and lose this empty-handed, they'll be thinking about that chance and disappointed all night. And you feel he will not be sleeping. He will be on that pillow tonight to say that chance when it was 1-0 early on in the first half, I could have made it 1-0. But again, it did not happen for him. So that is it.
Yeah, thank you very much. And the ASM Athletics starman number 10, Vicente Gomez, is leaving the field, and you can hear the ovation. That tells exactly what he has performed on this high magnitude. Well, you can still hear the applause from outside, and Vicente will enjoy the rest of the match on the substitute bench to allow another new star to raise his game, that is Kausu Gassama. Another low cross. Oh! It is in! And there is a consolation. Big boys, USB have found the back of the net, and it is 2-1 now.
This is by no means a consolation. This is game on, and this is what I was saying. One goal could swing you the pendulum to anybody's favor. And this is football for you. 10 men, they fought very hard. This is what we were saying. They were more adventurous. And now the nerves will be jangling, the hearts will be palpitating. game. It's mathematically game on. Back to the final.
Yes, back to the final. Already 3 goals. DB, back to you. You have already ruled them out. And now looking at the game. So what is your take, BB?
Well, I think USB has waited for the minister to arrive and score. I don't know why the minister was late because they were waiting for him to score. He came, they scored, and it is game on. Can this keep us long? Can it rain and make it happen? Honorable Minister, what kept you long? USB are complaining all day long. All right, it is game on, as Jara said, but it is 2-1 if you are just joining us here at the West Park at the KM final. But Navas, this game is exceptional. You pay 50-100 to come in, you don't regret it. But who and why will Mustafa Jallo, the president of KM, complain when all the football administrators are on the ground of West to be with him on this special day? But so far so good. USB are happy to have one and they are looking for another, and the Honorable Minister have come at the right time.
Yeah, definitely. The Just One team have lifted the spirit. And just like you mentioned, this just tells you that all the football administrators and spectators really need to come under one umbrella to move as one and also find the better direction for progress and prosperity. This is what we need, and I think this is absolutely amazing, and this is exceptional to have all the authorities witnessing such a great final. And free kick, 5 minutes added, and the ball is being coiled inside, and that was good defending header there from the ASM athletic defender, and the ball they head it back. Another jump there, but ASM are now defending deep. But for USB, they have win a free kick inside the ASM athletic half, and it seems like despite the numerical advantage, then the USB are really, getting the majority of the possession to the final ending of this match. And for ASM, now ASM, they have missed that. Now Jallo, they are going 50-50, but the referee says no, that is a fair challenge. And now USB are throwing it all. You can see the official of the USB technical area is really not comfortable there, as the fourth official is really asking him to go back onto his territory. But please continue down the far right hand channel. And for ASM, they have now defended, sending a long ball with their chest down, and now they are building, trying to make a breakthrough. Another good through ball, but it is in. The new entrance, number 11, he tried to beat his man, but the referee says no. Well, that is a fair challenge. Please continue. Wow, wonderful. Brilliant piece of field, edging into the final whistle. Now for USB, can they get the equalizer here? They win a free kick there. You can see the reaction of their fans. They are trying to lift their 10 boys just to get the equalizer, and they need a miracle, just like Real Madrid, what they used to do when they needed most in the European night.
Well, they are looking for miracle, and it could happen at any time. This game is on, as Jara said. He predicted it, he saw it coming. But then now, the ASM coach was tactically very okay, tactically disciplined. Now he is out of orders. He is no more following the rules of this game because his team is on threat. Can ASM continue being defensively disciplined to avoid being caught off guard? If that happens, it is going to be a nightmare for them. Their president, the co-owner, are all thinking, how did it happen? Where are we getting it wrong? And now they need miracle from everywhere. I'm not sure if they have also lost their data, but they must be connected and get things right, Jara.
Well, what is it about football? It's never over until it is all over. If you've seen it all, look, we have traveled, we've seen it all. Last year, Balosar against Sibanon, we were there and we saw what happened. In the recent female, final game of the season at the box bar, Berawulan versus TMT, the trophy was put in a vehicle heading to the late Usman Saho. In the 94th minute, listen again, in the 94th minute, Sarah Jaju said, no, this is not leaving the box bar. So we've seen it before, we've seen it again, we've seen it time without numbers. And just last week I was in the final. The penalty technicians were introduced to go and try and win it from 12 yards. And in the last corner of the game, the ball was swung over inside the penalty area, and bang, it was there for the winner. So, like I said, deep in other time, there white. And now we will witness the greatest comeback ever inside this mini stadium.
Yes, and that will be really amazing for the USB set, but to their counterpart, well, you can see the drone also is making wave, but now we're edging closer to the final moment of the game, and USB making a breakthrough, and that is a handball free kick in a very dangerous position.
Well, just imagine what could happen. Remember, just before a moment ago, the referee was here to make sure the coach is put in order. A yellow card being given, and the other coach is saying no, it is time wasting. But then, you see, they need this guy. But now, this is a free kick at a very, very crucial position. But now, if at all the glory days are in here at the West Park, this could keep us long. But if this is missed, it could be game over as well. But now they have to be defensively disciplined. They have to maintain their cool. Remember, the referee has already awarded 2 penalties to them. If he awards one, it could be a fair one. They have to be careful. They have to look at how it ends. Here the ball is put in. Can they have a header? No, it didn't happen. And the goalkeeper is out of put. Oh, ball taken away. No! 4 ASM ball of the ball. No goalkeeper. Almighty goal. What could happen? Here is the last kick of the game. Oh, shot taken. And it is missed.
What a final, and what a finish, what a climax this is. And if this is what game is all about, let's gather here every Saturday to enjoy moments like this. We were told that there will be a final, but we have never been told that there will be a game that will finish in these circumstances. We were never told that we will have a final that will produce us 3 goals. We were never told that this team decked out all in orange. We were comfortable for the first part of 89 minutes or so. We'll be hanging on for their lives in the final moments of the game. We were never told that we will come into a final and see things like this. Fantastic football from both teams. They have just justified. They have told everybody. The minister himself is here. The Secretary General of the GFF, every dignitary, the second Vice President, they have been told that this is the reason why these 2 teams deservedly have come into this final. It has been a brilliant game to watch.